Welcome back to Craig's Custom Cooking. It's Sunday morning. I'm going to make chicken broth. I'll show you how I make it, and then we're going to freeze it. Because I freeze it, I use a lot of it. I went down to get some out of the freezer, and I've used it all up. So I'm going to make a pot of it, and I'll show you the process. It's really simple. Okay, so here in front of me, I have everything that I'm going to put in the chicken, or in with the chicken to make the broth. I have 4 medium stalks of celery that I chopped into 1.5 inch lengths. I have 3 green onions and the tops. I got some carrots. These were in the refrigerator. They need to be used up, so I'm going to put them in. They're still very hard. They just don't look the greatest on the outside, but we're going to take them out in the end anyway. I have parsnips. All I'm going to do is cut these parsnips. Since that is really skinny, I'm just going to leave it go. And it doesn't matter about the cook time. These are just in there to flavor it. And then this is a leek. I'm going to use the bottom. And as you can see, there's no sand in this at all. This part up here, you can see that there's always a lot of sand in here. So you got to make sure you wash the top very well before you use it. But this bottom is very, very clean. It's very tight. There's no sand in it, so I don't have to cut it open. So let me get this out of the road. I'm going to show you the process. It's very simple. I use chicken legs because if I try to use a whole chicken, it's just way too much meat for my wife and I. So I have 7 chicken legs here. There was 12 in a pack. I took 5 out, put them in the freezer, and I'll use them to make barbecued chicken legs or something, pulled chicken. I'll use them for something. All we're going to do is put our 7 chicken legs in the pan. We're going to add our parsnips, our carrots, green onions, tops and bottoms, 1 bottom off a leek, and my 4 sticks or 4 pieces of celery. This is it. So, let me fill this with water. As you can see, I filled my pan up with cold water. I like to start with cold water because then everything heats up gradually together. I'm going to turn my burner on to high. We're going to cover this. I'm going to bring it to a full rolling boil. I'm going to put it on my back burner on a very low heat and just let it cook for several hours. I do not salt, pepper, or put any other seasonings in my chicken broth. I do that when I cook with it. So the only thing that's in here are the vegetables to give it added flavor. Like I said, no salt or no pepper. I'll bring you back when it starts to boil. All right, it's at a full rolling boil. I'm going to turn this burner off. I'm going to move it to my back small burner. I have that set on medium low. So we're going to let that cook for 2 to 3 hours. And then I'll show you what we do at the end. All right, I just got back from a dance that my wife had. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my chicken legs out of here, take all the vegetables and dispose of them, and then I'll put the broth in some containers and put it in the refrigerator. So let me get the chicken legs out, and then I'll bring you back. All right, this is my chicken that I took out. I'm going to put it in the fridge. I'll take all the meat off the bones. We'll use it for chicken sandwiches. I took my strainer and I strained my broth through it. So now I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it in my containers I'm going to freeze it in. There's still a good amount of fat floating on the top, but once you freeze it, that'll solidify on the top and then you can take it off. If it wasn't 9:15 at night, I'd put it through my separator, which separates the grease off of it. but it's late at night, so I'm just gonna get it in the fridge for now, and I'll deal with the fat later. And we'll strain out the rest of it. I have some of these containers that I'll put some of it in. There we go. It's a perfect amount. So this is the amount of chicken broth that I got out of those 7 chicken feet or legs. So I'm going to seal them. And we'll put them in the refrigerator and the freezer. Because my wife's going to use this week. She's going to do a cleanse. So she needs this chicken broth to make her meals with. So I'll see you in the next video. If you like our channel, please subscribe, hit the like button and the bell for future notifications. Have a great night. Bye-bye.